A trip to Kenya to document researchers took a wild turn when the student herself made a discovery that stopped everyone in their tracks. A team of artists with different backgrounds went to Kenya to observe a scientific expedition. The group included Thomas Gardner, the director of the graduate program in social design at MICA, and a grad student.
So really we were there really with an open mind and really thinking about possibilities. And so then when Anjali made this incredible discovery, it set a whole lot of things in motion, which are just extraordinary.
Anjali Badu was the student and was in charge of documenting fieldwork on the expedition. While on a hike looking for fossils, she took a break from filming to join in and noticed something that would change the trajectory of the trip and her work.
That's when I noticed something that looked a little different from the rest of the rocks and the sand that was on the ground, and I picked it up and I noticed that it was a well-preserved tooth.
It was a hominin tooth from an early human species dating back millions of years. Suffice to say, the crowd went wild. Scientists and researchers cheering and clamoring to get a look.
I remember a couple of scientists and researchers there coming and asking me what department I was from in science, and I was like, I'm actually a designer. I'm here as an intern to document this expedition, and they were pretty shocked. They were like, wow, that's a pretty remarkable discovery for somebody's first expedition from outside the field of science. So yeah, it was pretty intense.
When she returned, her thesis became about her experience and how the discovery changed her perspective on her practice. She took a deep dive into her notes and documents and turned it into an entire book, as well as an accordion to display and share with other designers and scientists.
Keeping an open mind and looking for collaborations with scientists, because I think we need to stop viewing art and science as completely separate disciplines, because there are crossovers in so many different ways.
And now it's opening doors. The pilot program is expanding to offer opportunities for more students and researchers. And that's not all.
A discovery like this sets in motion an entire apparatus of work. There will be researchers who are working on this specific find, on this discovery for years, involving millions of dollars of research.
Gardner says design can be a website, a poster, even a dress, but it can also be policy, a process, or protocol. His hope is that people will see design as a way to engage with the world. The team, including Anjali, is going back to Kenya this summer and Botswana too. In Baltimore, I'm Janine Donaldson for WBAL-TV 11 News.